Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I know it's been a while since I last uploaded, but hopefully you guys could forgive me for not being on track and not giving you content on a regular basis. But I've just been busy. As you guys know, I'm a full-time student, so this is just a part-time thing. But hopefully you guys could forgive me and continue to give your support for my cause, or I don't know, to just keep you guys entertained. And also, I know this is a weird introduction, but yeah. So today I'm just gonna do like a new concept. So we know that there's a new program that's just exploded in this decade, and that's been continued, and it has like the highest number of users ever in history in like a certain period, and it's grew past Instagram and Facebook and other social application or any software. So I know everyone heard of this. It's an AI tool that's produced by the company called OpenAI, and the AI application is called drumroll ChatGPT. Yes, that's right. So today I'm just going to do a Q&A with ChatGPT or the AI. So it's just going to generate some questions that I don't know, just generates that question. I'm just going to answer it, and hopefully we could do this in the future, but with your questions. So make sure you follow me on Instagram at KThungan, and yeah, that'll be great. Let's get started. So yeah, as you can see, this is just the ChatGPT website. So let me just change to GPT-4, which is the newest one, or the more accurate ones, or the advanced AI, and let me just ask the question. Let's say, what is it? Generate 20, I don't know, questions about, what should I say? Should I just be like, generate 20 questions about a human or a YouTuber? Generate 20 questions that you would ask a YouTuber. Do it that way. And yeah. So this should create some questions, and I will just answer it, right? Let me just wait until it, or let's just go by one, because why not, right? It's going to be 20 questions and I can't wait to wait for long, so we've just been loading. So the first one is, how would you first become interested in starting a YouTube channel? That is a very good question. Well, I just started off as a hobby because I just want to share something, and also it's to relieve, or it's just to change my, it's just a point of distraction, right? Because I'm being busy with study. During my age, you're just going to be busy studying and occupied with some certain stuff, and it's just a way of distracting yourself with something else. And YouTube, I found it allows me to become creative, because until this point I've just been under the STEM route. It's just maths, science. It's just that route, so it's just better to go to a different approach or different way of distracting myself. So it's another option. It's doing sports and other clubs, by doing COVID, lockdown and stuff, right? So I couldn't leave my house and do meet my mates and just play football, for example. So one way of distracting myself is start a YouTube channel where I could just talk to you guys and get some feedback on the comment section, and just have an interactive process. And this is a separate environment, or an atmosphere from what I'm used to, because I'm just working with computers and programming, right? So that's the main reason for me to start the YouTube channel. What inspires the theme or the content of the channel? As you may know, I don't actually have a theme. I just upload whatever. I know this isn't statistically correct for a business, but I don't consider this to be a business. It's just a part-time thing where I just want to release some content for you guys to enjoy, and for me to just get distracted. And maybe down the line in the future I will come up with a theme, but for now I'm just uploading whatever interests me, and nothing has changed much since then. How do you come up with new and creative ideas for your videos? That's the funny thing, because I don't think any of the videos I've produced or released has been that creative. It just it is what I can manage for the constrained time I have, because I don't have unlimited time just to focus on these videos, because I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I'm just a part-time and I'm just been busy with like my actual studies, right? Like my idea of being like, it's not creative or typical video, it's just my ability to manage time. And I know I haven't been great on it because I just haven't been uploading on a regular basis or a weekly basis. But at this point in time, I would just say that. But yeah, it's just a counter, like, it's just that I'm just a new, like, as you may know, I'm just a new YouTuber, right? I just started this channel. Like, it hasn't even been 1 year, so hopefully in the future, I'll continue to release some more creative stuff. But I don't know, but comment on what I should next, like if you guys have an idea. Maybe I should create a Google form. Like this video. So yeah, like this video if you want me to create like a Google form where you could input your ideas for me to do or something. Can you describe the process of creating a typical video from idea to upload? So my main constraint is time. So this is what I mentioned in the previous question, right? But main constraint is time. So like, for example, I can't spend more than, for example, I don't know, like an hour for recording, like coming up with the idea, writing a script if I did, but mostly I don't have time to write a script because that's why I just improvise as I go on. So up to now I'm just waffling. I'm sorry about that, but I'm just waffling. What is this? I have an hour to come from like generating an idea to filming, let's put it that way. Then 2 to 3 hours of editing. Anything more than that, I can't manage. And even that, I was struggling to do it during my like assignment period or my exam period. So instead of that, it should be fine. But maybe in the future, once I finish my education, once I'm done with that, when I'm working or doing something else, or when I'm into research or something, then I would have more time since I'm not restricted to like a certain path, right? Whereas if you're doing like undergrad or masters, you have to do like a certain number of courseworks, and we also have like exams at the end of the modules, which you have to be prepared for. So you can't just rush into it. So for that, you have to do that. But when it comes to job and research, let's say it's like full time is like 40 hours a week, then you would still have Saturdays and Sunday where you're occupied with like assignments or coursework or revision that you have to do to prepare for whatever comes at the end of the module because you don't have that certain things. How do you handle negative comments and criticism on your videos? I don't think I get that many because like I know I'm just a new YouTuber, so I don't have that many subscribers or viewer count. But even if I do, I just think of it as a like curving point or like recommendation to improve my videos for you guys. So make sure you comment of any improvements I should, because I always read all the comments, so don't worry, because there aren't that many of you guys to just ignore. So it's like, don't worry, I get a notification on my phone and I read through it. So make sure you comment, like if it's positive or negative, because I will keep that to my heart and I will hopefully improve. What are some challenges you have faced as a YouTuber and how do you overcome them? What a challenge. Oh, because I always wanted to do like public, like just going out into the public, or for example in like central London, just doing like interaction with like the public. But I feel like I'm just too awkward for that, or like I feel like everyone's busy. Like for example, I know America or something else is different, whereas in London everyone's just in a hurry to go somewhere. Like no one's stationary. Well, like why would you stay in London or central London if you just want to have fun? Unless you're a tourist, but everyone just seems to be busy and I don't want to distract people or like disturb them, because I just feel like why would I waste anyone's time? And that's the main thing, or the main challenge I'm facing. But slowly, maybe down the line in the future, when I do work in London, I will just talk to people. But it's just weird pulling a camera up and just like vlogging, right? That's the weird part. I was like, I don't know. I feel like I need to just have a chat with another YouTuber, but I haven't met any YouTubers just to have a chat, so maybe, I don't know. What's your favorite video that you have created and why? What's my favorite video? Okay, I knew that I started a series where I built like a $100,000 studio, right? I know like it hasn't been completed and I haven't uploaded the next sequence from that thing because it was like a 2-year process where I built like an outdoor art. Up to that point, I was always like interested in computer science, or like a developer where I just made coding. I always made soft product So everything was on the computer, everything was digitalized, everything was that. Whereas this time I was working with bricks, like in the olden style, where you just use manpower to build like a house and like wiring and like plumbing and all of that. And I was like, this is amazing. I was like, wow, this is crazy. So that was an experience, and it was a full-on. Was it? I think it took like 2 years to build, and we still haven't completed it, but slowly. Well, the problem is during the winter we can't do anything. It's just too cold to work. Well, so now I've just been busy going to uni, doing like the term time, so I can't do work on that either. But I think that's the project that I've been excited on. Once it's completed, we should have a really good space to do more activities, more like extravagant stuff. Like, I don't know what to say for now, but yeah. How do you balance your personal life with your YouTube career? That's the problem. I don't think until this point in time I have a YouTube career or like YouTube thing, right? Because I prioritize my personal life, or like not my personal, but just my education, right? For now, because I know if I don't work hard in this short period of like time in my lifespan, I know I will regret it in the future. Because let's say undergrad is only 3 years in England, and masters is a year. So if this is 5 years, and if I don't focus 5 years on that, like if I don't get like the top grade I could, then what's the point of me paying a certain amount or like some tuition fee and regretting it in the future because I haven't tried hard enough? Whereas the YouTube thing, I know I could do it part-time now and just slowly go into a full-time, or like 50-50 with my job. And I know that like YouTube will still continue until I'm like 100, until I retire, right? So it will still be there, whereas education is only until I'm at a certain age and I can't continue that. Maybe I could do part-time education, but I already did it, so why would I cut it off midway? So what's the most rewarding part of being a YouTuber for you? I think the most rewarding part is just seeing like your guys' reaction. That's what amazing, because I know when I upload, if they like it, I see the number of likes that goes up and like the comments I get from you guys, which is really good. And that's like, it's just the exposure and other people's reaction towards my effort into creating this video, for example. I think that's the most rewarding part that I could think of. Have you collaborated with other YouTubers? If so, can you share your experience? Sadly, until this point, I haven't. Because like, I don't know, maybe I have met YouTubers who are like similar age as me, but I just haven't seen like, no one, like if you're in uni or something, no one says, oh, I'm a YouTuber, I do this like in my side, like do it as a side hustle or something. And I was like, because it's just an odd topic to bring up, because I feel like we're still like, I know we're not the generation that starts off in YouTube, but we're still Z, I think. Generation Z, I'm not sure. Like, we're still midway, and I feel like most of the people who are like in uni, they don't do that. And maybe I just don't hang around with those like groups, and it's just weird, isn't it? So yeah, but until this point, I haven't met other YouTubers, but I would love to just do a collab or just chat. Like, we don't even have to be on camera and just share it with. I just love to chat with you and just have a casual conversation about this like space. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to reach out. Like, yeah, why not? How has your YouTube channel evolved since you started? I think I'm getting better talking to the camera, but I don't know, like, the problem is I just improvise as I go on, so it's just like, it just feels like I'm just having a conversation to myself, which is weird. I've never done that. So I know before, I just don't look at the camera like down the line and just can't talk, or I can't waffle for this long. So I think I improved compared to the first video, but slowly it's getting better, I think. I don't know. What advice would you give to someone who is considered starting a YouTube channel? The thing is, ChatGPT is really good with coming out with a solution. But the thing is, this hasn't considered my channel. Maybe I should give my name, but I don't think it would notice. So you're just asking like quite general questions for a proficient YouTuber, whereas I'm just a beginner. Not even intermediate, so it's like, yeah, like it hasn't been a year for me, so I was like, I can't say that much. But so for someone who's considering starting a YouTuber, just start it, just release a video. Because I know I was debating for like maybe like 5 years or 2 years, even before COVID, I was thinking of that. Because I always see like my favorite YouTubers do stuff, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. Let me put something out there that could be useful, like that could be entertaining. Because for me, I don't watch TV, I just watch YouTube, because I feel like YouTube is more like relatable to the person or the character that's on screen than a TV show or like a TV series or even TV, generic TV stuff. So it's like much better. But the thing is just that the thing that's been holding me back is just releasing that first video. After you release the first video, it doesn't matter anyway because it's already out there. If like it doesn't matter whatever you like, if you release something to the internet, it's just that it doesn't matter if you delete it, it's still there. So like it's just the first push. So yeah, if after you get through that first push, like you're fine. You will just gradually go. Like the momentum should like build as you go. Which YouTuber do you look up to and draw inspiration from? So I know the YouTuber I really like is Ali Abdaal, which I think he's like, he used to be a doctor. I think he studied at Cambridge, and like he does part-time YouTuber now. Now he's a full-time. So I get inspiration from him and how he evolved from like starting part-time YouTuber and now starting like a business, and how he moved from a hobby to an actual business that inspires others, like for example me. So I think he's the guy I inspired. And I know the Sidemen's are really good. Like if you're in the UK, everyone knows the Sidemen, and they're good. Like they're just entertaining. Like it's not teaching, it's entertainment. It's just pure entertainment. So, but I feel like I'm just not that, like, because I always have a thing of, because I'm gonna go to like meetings and stuff, right? And I just feel like if I do those type of things, I feel like I just can't face people like during meetings and stuff. Since I still have a professional like job, or I still want to go to that professional part as well as having this in my side as a hobby. So that's why I can't go into like too much into the entertainment side, like the side. So how do you stay motivated to create content, especially when you dealt with content block or burnouts? The thing is, I still haven't had that because it hasn't been here. I know these answers are the same, like I'm just repeating the same points again and again, but that hasn't been much. Like I haven't done much. I know that I'm burnt out, but not with making content or making YouTube videos. I've just been burnt out from studying, like doing maths, doing computer science, doing AI. Like because it's just the same old stuff, and like the stuff we're learning is from like the 18th century and no one uses anymore. So it's like, what's the point? So I'm burnt out on sense of education. But making content, I'm fine because I haven't actually put any time into it, right? So I'm just like, making content like this is my escape, and it just makes me happy doing this. What equipment and software do you use to create and edit your videos? So the camera I'm using now is a Sony ZV-1. That's that camera, and also I'm using my iPhone here, you can see, to record. And I also have a GoPro. That's the one I use to record my studio build. But yeah, other than that, and the software tool I'm using, well, I bought Final Cut for my Mac, but I haven't used anything because I didn't have time to learn it and stuff. So until this point, I'm just using Filmora. It's the easiest software to use, and it's quick and easy, it's simple. Whereas I know Final Cut is more powerful, but I feel like it's a lot longer to learn. But like as a video editing, I think that's better because you can do color correction, all of those stuff. But I haven't done, and also my current Mac isn't powerful enough. So I need to upgrade to do anything on that with 4K. But yeah, we'll see. How do you promote your video and grow your audience? I don't know. That's the sad truth. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I know people use their social medias like Instagram, Twitter, Snapchats to promote whenever a creator or influencer makes a new content, but I'm just starting out, so I don't have anything. Like, I think the highest number of followers I have is on YouTube, which is like the highest number of subscribers is on YouTube, so I just use that. The most thing I use to promote is just YouTube Shorts, which is like another way of TikTok. I know TikTok is good, I start using it, but I always forget to upload. Then I don't get it as much, whereas YouTube Shorts, like YouTube is just so much easier. So it's like, I don't know. But yeah, I do need to work on promoting. How important is audience engagement to you, and how do you foster them? Sorry, I couldn't see. I thought it was like toasted them. I was like, what? Toast. I thought the first thing was tea. So yeah, like you guys are the most important thing to this type of like business, if you say, in terms of that. But yeah, like audience engagement is the most important stuff, because if you guys are interested, what's the point of me making this video? Like, no one watches it. Like, what's the point? I'm just wasting my time and your time as well, right? So what's the point of that? But so it's just bad to see. It's just like bad to talk to me one-to-one. Just message me, do anything, contact me. I will listen, and just like, if I'm not happy, let me know about it and I will improve. So we're in question 18, nearly there. If you haven't clicked off, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe for more content like that. But yeah, it's up to you. I can't force you to. Question 18. Have you ever faced any copyright issues or had any videos taken down? If so, how did you handle it? Have I got anything copyright? Yeah, I think I have. When I was reacting to one of the videos, I think it was Constantine's KSI setup and Minimentus setup, or one of those, and I think the music was copyrighted because I don't have that SoundCloud. What was it? SoundCloud? It's like some software where you had to pay monthly. I don't have that. I'm still a student. I don't make an income, so I can't afford to pay a monthly subscription for that. So I know I've been copyrighted, but my channel hasn't been affected, so I didn't do anything about it. I know that if I bought that subscription or the membership, I should automatically be revoked because my name should be under the song company's, like the label's license or something. I should automatically get it if I pay for it with my YouTube license or with my YouTube ID. So it should be fine after I pay for it, but I just don't have, like, until this point I was like, there isn't any point. What are your goals for your YouTube channel in the future? Well, the aim of this channel is just to be like a part-time thing, right? It was like a side hobby where I just want to entertain you guys, as well as like talking about my life, what I've been doing, and just share. That's the main thing, is just share. Because I know most people, like when I was studying, I didn't know how to become a software engineer. Like, no one knows the part. And I know not many schools offers computer science as their GCSE or A levels. So it's like, it's just for me to share how I got to this level or this position or the journey I did, or the journey I went through to reach this position. Which is the idea of me telling you guys a story. That's the main purpose, and that's my aim for the YouTube channel. Maybe in the near future, I will come up with a theme and just talk, go specific into a certain category. But until now, I'm just exploring different aspects, right? Just exploring different baskets and seeing what I enjoy. And until this point, I'm just enjoying everything. So I'm just picking and grabbing from certain things and just producing it to you guys. How has being a YouTuber impact your life, both personally and professionally? Being a YouTuber is like a good thing because it builds confidence, right? Because I'm just talking to you guys, like I'm just talking as camera now. I'm not talking anything. So it just builds the ability to improvise and waffle. And it's not like waffling isn't. I don't know if it's a good thing. It might be. Like, I know, like, it saved my life so many times when I was talking to my lecturers. I just waffle, and it was like, the thing is, you can't just waffle without knowing anything. You need to know certain things and just talk about it, like just interpret rather than, because I know most people want, like most lecturers or most professors want you to know, if you understand the way they know you understand, it's just talking to them personally, because they can't just read your head, like they can't mind read, can they? So the best way is just telling them what you learn and how could you apply this, how could you apply what you come out with to a new idea or something like that. The best way of doing that is just talking, and like waffling helps because you just ramble on for a long period rather than just saying a sentence like that, and the supervisor or like the professor is like, so you just know the introduction, like what's going on, but it just waffling that helps. So yeah, being a YouTuber is like good because you gain like skills that you would never learn or gain by doing other stuff, because like it's more versatile, right? Because as a YouTuber you could do anything, like you could go become a cooking YouTuber. So the idea of like become a storyteller, as well as the way you present yourself to an audience like you guys, and also talking about something that you're passionate about. So if I'm a chef, I would just do like a cooking show. So how would I prepare a certain type of food, or like how would I do certain type of things, and I'm just exploring. Like I'm still teaching you guys the stuff I know, like the knowledge I know, but with an add-on of storytelling plus. the body language, plus your presentation, plus how you present yourself, how you engage to the audience, and like how you interact, how your body language, how you just go with the flow. I think that's it, right? And that's the thing that you can't just get from other professions, and that's why it's very impactful. But I hope you understand, like, hope you get to know me a bit more, like why I chose to do this, why like I got to this position. Maybe we could get into like a good level. And let's say this is just a Q&A with an AI. If you want more in-depth personal answers, make sure you like follow me on Instagram. I will do like a drop on the story or for another Q&A, and you can just ask me personally. So yeah, until next time, see ya, bye.